Welcome back to a brand new edition of Quinte Connection. Thanks for joining us for Season 7. Well, coming up on the show, we've got more about the Prince Edward Flying Club and the Belleville General Hospital Foundation. But first, the chair of the National Air Force Museum of Canada Foundation is Colleen Dupis. So Colleen, great to meet you. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Oh, my pleasure. It's great to be here, especially on your first show of the season.
Yeah, thank you. Well, Colleen, there's lots going on always with the Air Force Museum over in Trenton. Walk us through what's been happening and how the foundation works.
There's been lots going on at the museum this summer. We've had great attendance, and there'll be lots more this fall. The foundation is the fundraising side of the museum, and we raise funds for ongoing operations not covered under D&D funding. And the big thing we do is money for special projects. And we have a big one coming up. We're going to be building an extension onto the museum to house the Lancaster that's been being restored for the last few years. And we'll be launching that campaign in the next few months.
Well, a tribute to the Brave concert is coming up shortly, Sunday, September 24th. Walk us through kind of that concert and how it got going.
It's been going for a number of years. There was a bit of a break there for COVID, but it brings together the Quinte Symphony, the 8-wing concert band, and the 8-wing pipe and drum band all together. And they play a variety of music. It's a 2-hour program. Some pieces are just the symphony, some pieces are just the concert band, some pieces are just the pipe and drum, and then there's a combination. And it's quite an interesting program. Some is classical music, some is a little more offbeat for that sort of thing. Some are hymns and that sort of thing. It's quite a wide program, and the event usually sells out in advance.
What are the tickets and where can we all get them?
Tickets are $25 for adults, $20 for seniors or military, and $15 for youth. They're on Eventbrite if you just look up Tribute to the Brave. And then they are also on sale in person at the museum on Saturdays, which will be Saturday, September 9th and 23rd, assuming we still have tickets by the 23rd. We won't be selling at the museum on the 16th. The museum is closed for some work being done on the base. And you can also send an email to our office if you want to go in and purchase at another time. And the email address is info, I-N-F-O, at NAFMC Foundation, the word foundation.com.
Thanks, Colleen. And in terms of kind of where the money is going to, what are some big projects coming up?
Well, the biggest project coming up is the expansion to the museum, which will include the home for the Lancaster, as well as putting in a new theater into the museum that will allow us to have different programming and movies and lectures and that sort of thing. So it will be a really large endeavor when we start this. We're hoping to raise the funds within the next 4 to 5 years.
In terms of other kind of Air Force museums and kind of museums that share Canada's history, what makes the Trenton one so unique? Is it because the collection's so diverse?
The collection's very diverse, and when we get the Lancaster under the same roof as the Halifax that's currently on display, we will be the only museum in the world with those two planes under the same roof.
In terms of volunteers, Colleen, how is it working these days, and where can people continue to support?
We have a completely volunteer board, and we do different events throughout the year, whether it's a golf tournament, some things next year for the air show. Next year is the RCAF 100th anniversary, and for the centennial there'll be a number of events going on in Trenton and at the museum. There will be an air show at 8-wing June 28th and 29th, the Saturday and Sunday of Canada Day weekend. And we're hoping to do next year's Tribute to the Brave concert at Centennial Park in Trenton as a free public event for the centennial.
Thanks for clarifying, Colleen. And as we wrap up here, what kind of different programming are available for families to kind of see right now?
There's always different things going on. We have our big Ad Astra weekend coming up. On the 23rd, the Saturday, the day before the concert, there is the Ad Astra stone laying, which happens every year. There's a variety of new exhibits in that sort of thing coming in. Big plans for Family Day. Last year, Family Day was a huge hit at the museum. There were Star Wars characters, all sorts of other things going on. We had over 2,000 people for the day. It was a great day, and the same sort of activities are planned again.
Good to hear. Well, tickets for the concert, Colleen, once again, where can we all find them? And more importantly, staying connected with the National Air Force Museum.
Eventbrite for the tickets, Tribute to the Brave, or stop in the museum this Saturday or the 23rd, or contact the foundation office through email, and we can set up a time for you to come in and get tickets during the week. And there's always things to do at the museum, and there's guides just waiting to help people through the process.
Well, it's certainly a great gem here in the Quinte region. Once again, Colleen Dupis, thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
Thank you for your time.